So I was watching a documentary on HBO, and it's about the Michael Dunn shooting, and where he, shot and killed or murdered, all depending on your point of view. He was convicted of murder and shot at 3 other kids, which he was charged for and convicted of second-degree murder. Some people framed it about race, some people framed it about loud music, and what I say was about was courtesy and inconvenience. And I'm not going in depth into the case. I'm just going to start at the very beginning. Michael Dunn said the music was too loud and asked him to turn it down. I don't know how he asked him to turn it down, but he asked him to turn it down. The witness in the passenger front seat of the car actually turned it down or turned it off, depending on who you're talking to. And then the person who ended up getting shot and killed or murdered said, "Fuck that, turn it back up. Stop." Everything kind of escalated from there. That's not even the focus of this. The focus of this is simply this. One person lost their life and one person effectively lost their life because one was inconsiderate and one didn't want to be inconvenienced, and that may be actually the same person. So, one person asked for a courtesy and was granted it, and another person didn't want to grant the courtesy and didn't want to be inconvenienced. And I can tell you from personal experience that I've been inconvenienced a great many times in my life. Every time I get behind the wheel of the car and I get on the road, it's just, I'm inconvenienced and I'm aggravated. We're going to have to learn to be a little more courteous. We're going to have to better deal with being inconvenienced. Because apparently we don't want to be inconvenienced. You drive too slow, you hold me up 30 seconds, it's aggravating me, but I don't put out the Smith & Wesson and shoot you. And that's really all I'm talking about here is our need to be courteous, and our ability to be inconvenienced without being discourteous. I don't know what else to tell you. That whole trial to me was simply about being courteous and inconvenient. And now, like I said, one person is dead and the other person is effectively dead, and it was so fucking unnecessary because it was much to do about nothing. And I guess here's the only other thing that I need to mention that someone mentioned to me. That something can literally take 10 seconds to get into and 10 years to get out of. Well, in this case, I think they said 3.5 minutes and 10 bullets. 3.5 minutes, and you can't get out of it in your whole entire fucking lifetime. And it was much to do about nothing. Nothing at fucking all. So, keep that in mind. Something can take you 10 seconds to get into and 10 years to get out of, or 20 seconds to get into, or 20 years to get out of, or 30 seconds to get into, and you never get out. Which incidentally is one of the reasons why I don't like to own any kind of animal. It's a sanctioned being. I don't think you should own any animal. If you don't like to be in the cage, what makes you think a dog or a cat likes to be in the cage? And the cage can be as big as your house, but a cage is a cage. No matter how nice it is, a gilded cage, a cage is a cage is a cage. Anyway, that's all I got to say on it. Deuces.